everyone, welcome to another episode of RD Custom Diecast. So this episode doing another mail call video. It's actually a continuation. Eddie P over at Simple Customs sent me the traveling diecast from Gary at Gary's Diecast Collections that he's had going around for a little over a year now, I guess. And I am the last one to receive this particular one and about to send it home to him. If you haven't seen that video, I went ahead and this is a double unboxing because Eddie actually had some stuff he was sending me anyway and just shipped it all together. So the first portion of the unboxing was for the traveling diecast, which is right here. Got my sticker in there with everybody else's. So that'll be going back to Gary along with the rest of this box with lots of cool stuff Gary's gonna wind up with. Really appreciate what he's done, but let's get into this part of the mail call, which is Eddie P at Simple Customs. He has done some stuff for me and Elsie. Now, Elsie has her own YouTube channel. I went ahead and pulled out her portion. She's gonna go ahead and show her stuff on her channel. So you're gonna have to go check out Lady Elsie D, her channel. I'll put a link in the description below. That way you know how to get to her channel if you can't find it. And definitely check out what Eddie sent her. He sent her some awesome stuff, some customs and stuff. So let's get right into it. There's some pretty darn cool stuff in here. So this is something that Eddie asked me if I had and I did not have. And this is a set of 5. Let me go ahead and get them lined out in the right order here. I actually like the cards on these, pretty cool. So he sent me this collection right here, which has a Corvette C7 right here, convertible. So really appreciate this, Eddie. Thank you so much. Godfather, he's pretty darn cool. Very generous. Appreciate having this. This will go on my wall. I'm gonna hang it up as a set. Got the custom Ford Maverick. That's pretty cool. Got the 2017 ZL1 Camaro. Love that casting, pretty darn cool. It's also got the D Muscle. It's actually not a bad looking casting. I like that casting. I really like that. If this wasn't a set, I'd pop that apart and customize it, but we're not going to. We're going to keep it as a set. And we have the Sky Dome. So Eddie, I know you're going to be watching this. Elsie has went through my portion of the box and said some of that stuff you sent me should have been for her. So I'm sure if it was meant for me, there's a couple items in here she's going to acquire, I'm sure. We're going to save this for last. Come on, Eddie. You could at least sent me the pasta. This looks like some pretty good pasta, dude. 4 cheese ravioli. May not have made it, but that would have been good. So we'll get in this last. I believe that's a custom he did for me. I'm just going to set it off to the side. Let's see what else is in this box. Volkswagen drag bus. I do not have this drag bus. It's a color shifter. That's pretty darn cool. I actually like this casting. It's pretty cool. Although Elsie likes VW, so she may swap this from me. We'll see. Oh, well, I guess it's hers anyway, because if I'd look on the back to Lady E from The Godfather. So Elsie's in her office. Elsie, some of this is for you. So we didn't look at the back. I assume this is mine. We're gonna call it mine. This first stuff I showed you. He has your name on this.
Oh, I didn't see that.
So that she'll probably re-highlight on that on her channel. Well, shucks. Well, I bet you this is hers too. If not, I'm gonna give it to her because she's already eyeballed it. So this is pretty cool. And you know what? She just found a casting, the Moon Eyes one of these just the other day in some of the stash she had, and she swapped it out and put it in her personal collection. So I know she's gonna be happy to have this variation because I know for a fact she doesn't have it and she likes this. So I'm gonna go ahead and give that to her. And kind of showing you what I got. Now this is a set that the rest of the set I did not have this particular one. I think I have everything else in the set, but I don't have this one. It's a 67 Austin minivan. And I actually, since this completes the set, since she likes minis, I'll probably give her the entire set. But super cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. Now this one she's gonna have to fight me for. And I'm pretty sure you probably sent this to her. Now if you tell me to give it to her, Eddie, I'll give it to her. But it's a Volkswagen IDR. I know it's a Volkswagen, but I like supercars and race cars. And this would go so fine in my collection. So with your permission, Eddie, she said I could have it with your permission. So super, super cool. Look at that, guys. Check that out. Love that casting. I do not have a Volkswagen IDR. And like I say, if you're good with her not having it, you know, she's just a few feet away, so it'd be kind of like hers anyway. All right, so let me set this to the side. I want to show you one more thing before I get to the custom over here. Eddie sent me. And guys, if y'all have not got one of these from him, you really need to check it out. It is his Easy Dig. Now, I made a mock-up of one, 3D printed, but it's a lot bigger platform than this one. And he said he's going to send me one of these, and I'm glad he did. This is so much easier to get around, and I believe this is maple. This thing is absolutely stunning, guys. Look at the wood figure and everything in this. Beautiful, beautiful. And I actually like his better. I had one of these clamps, and my clamp is a little bit different than the one he used. I was just making a mock-up just to see if I could do it in 3D for him. But this is a lot better than the clamp I have. I got maybe a little bit heavier clamp, but it really is a pain in the butt to film because the handle doesn't go down to lock down. It actually goes up and locks in place. And you know what? I've got it right here. And this is his design, so I give him 100% credit. But if you see, it's got this big old long handle. So every time I'm trying to use this and say, hey, he makes these things, it's not quite exact. This is what he makes. I was just trying to get this 3D platform, and if you can see, the one I made is a little bit bigger. So this would be a lot better for traveling, keeping on your desk. This one's actually a pain in the butt. That it's kind of in the way. And with this, I know this is heavy duty, it's great, but it's almost too big for the castings. Like I say, this was just mocked up to see if we could even do this in 3D print for Eddie, which we decided it wasn't the best option. He went ahead and went with, stuck to his original design with the wood, which is so much better. But you can see, guys, this clamp sticks up like, okay, let's see. Here, you can fit two of these stacked on top of each other. So when I'm doing try to do camera stuff and everything, this sucker is always in my way, so it's hard for me to use this and showcase this, you know, even though this is exactly what we had to try to show, hey, Easy Jig by Eddie. It was kind of difficult for me to do that. But Eddie, I am going to have Elsie laser engrave your logo and everything in here. That way when it is on camera, people can know where it come from, because this is not something that I sell. That over there that I did for Eddie, I do not sell that. That is Eddie's design. It is not for sale. I do not do 3D printing for those. I will not even share the file that I've mocked up on it. That, as far as I'm concerned, is property of Eddie P. You want something like that, please see Eddie for it. I suggest you just go buy this. It is so much better. Excellent design. I mean, this thing's absolutely gorgeous. So he's got some little spacers in here that you can use for your casting. And guys, if you haven't seen how this works, you guys need to go check it out. I don't have it adjusted or anything, but it's pretty simple. Go to his channel. He shows it. You know what? I'll probably do a video on how to use it or something as well if he wants me to. I'd be happy to do that. But you adjust this down, it clamps this down and holds it in place. I'll tell you what, it takes up a lot less space than the one that I mocked up for him to see if the 3D printing stuff would work. Very impressed on this tool. Save you from getting a drill bit through your hand and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and move on, guys. I know y'all didn't come here necessarily for this, but like I say, if you need one, please see Eddie P over at Simple Custom. So this is what I've been waiting on, and I know what's in here because he showed me some pictures. I've actually made him a custom, but he has not seen the pictures. I believe Elsie just shipped those off. Him and Gary Shorter I did custom for. And he's got it packed well. I was really excited to get this. Oh man, it looks a million times better and even in person. Uh-oh. Let's see here. Thought I saw something loose in the bottom. Leave it to the post office. It's just one of the exhaust pipes, it looks like. So, yeah. Easy enough. I'll put that back on. It happens in shipping, guys. So, take a look at this beast of a four-wheel drive Mustang that he did me. This freaking thing is amazing. I love it, love it, love it, love it. It's awesome. Boss 420 on the side. Beautiful paint. Got the jerry cans in the back. This is just freaking too cool. It actually does the shocks in here. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it. Hopefully you can. Gosh, my camera's kind of high up, so I'm kind of peeking up over trying to see. Let me just stand up. Sorry. Guys, having a little bit of problems. I have some tore cartilage in my rib cage. Guys, this is pretty freaking cool. I love this thing. It is amazing. He does really good work. And you guys need to go check out Elsie's channel and see what he did for her. It's freaking awesome. Some detailing underneath. This sucker is just way too cool. So glad to have that in my collection, Eddie. Amazing. Thank you for everything you sent me. He sent me a haul, including the traveling diecast, guys. And I'm so glad to have this easy jig. I'm glad to have this one because it is going to be so much simpler to use than the one that we mocked up for him and did a test on his design. Again, guys, if you're interested in those, please go see Eddie P at Simple Customs. I know he has some in stock ready to go. And I'm not sure what wood variations he had, but he did have somewhat of a selection. I think 3 or 4 different kinds of woods. He can tell you that. I'm sure he can do it in whatever you want. Just let him know what you're needing, and he can let you know if he can do it or not for sure. So what do you guys think about that? That's what I've been waiting on right there. And like I say, he sent me some pictures as he was building this. And it looks so much better in person than the pictures he sent me. Way better than I expected, which it looked good anyway. Don't get me wrong, it looked awesome. it even looks better. So super awesome. Do appreciate it, Eddie, and thank you for sending me the traveling diecast. I am the last person on the list for that before it has to go back to Gary, and I'm going to be getting that out to him, so stay tuned for some episodes. We're going to be traveling the Gulf Coast of Alabama, maybe do a little bit of Gulf Coast of Florida and Mississippi as well, take it a few places, and then we'll package it back up with, there's all kinds of goodies going to Gary in that box. A lot of great guys. I've got to add some more stuff to that box as well, so that way Gary gets some of my stuff. So guys, if you're subscribed, thank you so much. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing and hit that notification bell. That way you know when we're putting out new content. Look for some new content coming out this week. We're going to be doing some traveling diecast hopefully coming up in the next week to 10 days. I've got a painted pink build that we got to get done by the end of the month. And I've got a gasser that I'm working on. I'll give you guys a sneak peek of just where we're at. This is a total mocked up gasser that we're not quite done with. We're going to be big blocking this baby. And tires and everything aren't totally on there, guys. This is just being mocked up right now. But I did some leaf springs on this puppy. Custom 3D printed leaf springs. You can see the motor, and haven't got everything dialed in yet, but it's going to have the oil pan on the bottom of it. This sucker is going to be ready to rock once we get done, guys. So I just want to kind of mock it up, see how everything fits. Now that we've got it to that point, I'm going to put a clear windshield. This particular casting had that purple glass in it. It is not going to go with the paint theme that we're going to go on it. So this is going to be another one coming up. And then we're getting right on back to our restorations. And this is going to be the first one we're going to restore, guys. This Ferrari right here. And then we'll move on to some other restorations. Can't wait to get this going and get this complete. We're going to try to just to do a flat restoration on this one right here and get it as close as possible to original, and put that in my collection there. So I don't know if we'll change the wheels out on it. If we do, that's not a total restoration, but we may try to save these wheels and just kind of touch them up and restore them and try to make this as original as possible. So that is the game plan on this one, guys. Let's see if I can get it to focus. It's a little dinged up and stuff, but it's not too bad. And we got lots of other projects coming up that's going to be restoration. We've got this Z-Wiz coming up, guys. We got some Lincoln Town cars that we're going to take two and make one out of, and do a cool movie car out of it. Lots of stuff, lots of projects coming up. It's getting winter time, but luckily I've got my paint booth inside. It's vented outside, so I can paint indoors year round, so that helps me out. So we will have content every month, guys. If my rib cage starts healing up, I get these videos out a little bit quicker, but it is kind of hard when I bend over and stuff. I have a hard time breathing and stuff. I didn't puncture my lungs or anything, but I ripped cartilage in it and wound up in the ER, and had a little slight cardiac issue as well, but no big deal there right now. So just something to keep an eye on. So I am kind of taking it easy this week, and I will be doing some stuff, but it's going to be slow. Getting some stuff out, guys. I haven't forgot about you guys. I will get this content out for you. And guys, I appreciate y'all visiting me today, and I'll catch y'all on the next episode.